Alright guys, so let's bam this thing out, shall we? I want to try out a couple of new Kevyn Aucoin products that I've gotten recently. Really wanted to like show you guys the concealer that just came out. And they just sent me a new book too that I showed you guys on Snapchat. It's like a beauty book that you can take with you on the go. It's all magnetic and it's awesome. So I wanted to try out some stuff today and talk to you guys and chat because that's what Get Ready With Me's are for. I don't feel well, so please bear with me. Bear with me. The complaining and bitching and whining will only last 1 month more at max. I promise. Then I'll just get back to my normal boring self. So my camera is going to play me again and shut off whenever it wants to. I'm going to go in with the Becca Resurfacing Primer, which is on my face right now. I like this one because it keeps me matte and it kind of helps the texture, which I've had a little bit of texture the last couple of months because pregnancy hormones are not your friend. They're not. Never had to deal with any of this before, but hey. I just have such good luck with Becca primers. I have 2 of them and absolutely love both of them. So if you have a favorite, let me know in the comments when it comes to Becca primers, because the Resurfacing one and the Ever Matte one are like my holy grail. Now I'm going to go in with foundation and I'm going to mix the Urban Decay All Nighter and the Clinique Stay Matte. I love these 2 and they're both almost out, so I'm going to have to purchase them, but purchasing them together is like purchasing $100 worth of foundation. But since I do nothing but sweat constantly, this is like the perfect matteness that I love. Ooh, I hear the mailman on a Sunday. I always love that. Thank you, Amazon Prime. Alright, next I'm going in with my concealer, which is what I wanted to talk to you guys about and show you, which is the new Kevyn Aucoin. And these are their Supernatural Etherealist, I think that's what they're called, concealers. Now, these are no joke, okay? These, I have been using these for a couple of weeks now. I can tell you these are the best concealers I've personally used, but they are $30 a pop. So really, they're not kidding. This one is their corrector, so it's more of like a peachy color, and then I use the lightest one, which is Light EC01. Let's try that again. I use the lightest one, which is Light EC01. So, I want to show you both because I've been using both together. I feel like there's a hair on my face. This is the corrector, which I just go in with at the corner of my eye because I have some darkness going on there because a bitch don't sleep no more. Might as well get used to it. Have since my first child. And then I go in with the other concealer, just the normal concealer, and I put it right on top of it. And I just do it like I normally would. And you really don't have to go. This is a lot like the Shape Tape, only I find it to be a lot less, I don't know how to explain it, just like crepey and dry. I think that the Shape Tape is a little bit dry. And I find this a little bit more smooth, which I like. A little bit more pigmented too, to be honest. But I love this stuff so much. So much. And I am so grateful that they sent these over to me. Keep track on my social medias, all of them, Twitter, Snapchat, and Instagram, because I am going to be doing a medium and deep skin tone giveaway. I have 6 of these in medium and deep skin tones to give away, which I will be starting to do soon. And you guys are going to want to get in on that. It doesn't crease on me. It stays where I put it. It keeps my under eye hydrated so it doesn't look crepey and old. Like, it just, God, I love this so much. I really didn't think that it could get better than the Tarte Shape Tape. I really didn't. But I think out of everything that Kevyn Aucoin has ever sent me, this is definitely my favorite product, is their concealer. And now that I've used it, I'm not sure if I can go back to anything else. Like, I will have to do something for that $30 because I just need this concealer constantly. Alright, now that I got my creams on, I'm going to go in and set this with the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye. This is not the under eye, it's just the Bye Bye Pores pressed powder. I'm getting excited. I love this, and I go in with their actual powder brush too, which is the Heavenly Luxe Wand Ball Powder number 8 brush. This thing is just amazing. It's just amazing. I've talked to you guys about this way too much to go on and on and on, but worth it. Alright, now I'm going to go in and do my eyebrows. So I start with the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer. Most of you know this because this is my holy grail. Cannot live without this thing. I think I've repurchased this probably 6 or 7 times by now. This is just like a micro brow pencil. It really helps me just shape my brows and do the ends of them. So who's all in a panic trying to get everything ready for their kids to go back to school? My daughter is coming back next weekend. So this weekend coming, and I am so excited. But we gotta take her out for her birthday, which was on the 1st, but she celebrated that with her father, unfortunately. And then we're gonna take her school shopping probably in the same day too, because who doesn't love shopping? Alright, now that I flew through doing that, I'm going to go in, and what I've been doing lately is going in with a powder in the front of my eyebrows. And I go in with the Brow Gale, which is by Tanya Crooks. I think we got this in a BoxyCharm, which I am so excited to get our BoxyCharm this month. Like, so excited. And I just go in with the dark powder, and I'm going to use this new Delium Tools brush, the 760. It's a tiny, tiny little angled brush, and this is out of their summer box, which you can buy a bunch of stuff all together for $50, and I also have a coupon code for 20% off, so I will leave that down below in the description box. You get a ton of awesome brushes and like makeup and stuff from them. It's cool. So I'm going to dip in. I'm hoping that this, being as little as it is, will work out good, and then I just fill in the brows. These types of brushes really allow you to get hair-like strokes, so it looks a little bit more natural. I still think I need to do something about this. My brows never match. Never. One's higher than the other one. And then I'm just going to go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel and set these bad boys in place. You know what I absolutely hate is when people pick on other people's eyebrows. Like, do you know the struggle, okay? Do you know the struggle? Like, 1% of people are born with perfect eyebrows, or are able to achieve the perfect eyebrow. So don't pick on people for their eyebrows and how they look unless they're like insanely crazy and obviously dramatic or something. I don't even know. I wouldn't pick on anybody for it. I don't want that kind of karma in my life, okay, because eyebrows are just mean. I'm going to go in with the Urban Decay Primer Potion for my eye primer today. I've been using this a lot. I honestly just want to use up the samples that I have of it before they go bad. But I love this stuff. I mean, you can find drugstore that's just as good. I particularly like the Milani eyeshadow primer. I think that's good. But, I mean, to be honest, the Milani eyeshadow primer is like, what, $6 to $8, I believe. And you can get a tube of this that has about the same amount in it for like 10 bucks. So, it's kind of worth it to me to just spend a couple extra dollars for a little bit of a better product. Alright, now I really want to play with this Kevyn Aucoin book they sent me. It's the Making Faces Beauty book, which I guess they have an actual book called Making Faces, and they have it on Sephora, and they made a makeup book to go along with it, which is really small, and it's all magnetic, easy to travel with, comes with a nice mirror, and then it has 3 books that are in there magnetically. And I think this is so cool. It's a little pricey. It's $75 for this, but it's a $250 value, and it is available on Sephora right now. So I will link it down below. But you get a contour book, you get a blush and define, and then you get an emphasize. So you get an eyeshadow palette, blush and eyeshadow, and then contour and highlight. So I want to play around with this today, guys, and see what we can do. And I was just saying how I wished that Kevyn Aucoin had more eyeshadows, and here we are. And I really want to kind of really make something out of this. We'll see if it goes bad or not. But I'm going to start off with this taupe, which is a very, very soft matte. And I'm going to go in with one of the new Real Techniques brushes. This is their Powder Blue Collection BO4 Blender. So soft, so crazy beautiful. Oh, I'll show you another one later on too. But I'm just gonna, ooh, these are so pigmented. Go in. Oh! I barely touched that. You gotta be careful. People go like, oh, it's a subculture again. Ah! These have to be some of the creamiest eyeshadows I have ever touched. Ever. Now, I don't normally work with shadows of this color, so I'm a little nervous. They're a little more cool toned. Not all of them, just a couple, the ones that I'm going to be particularly working with today, because I want to try a look I haven't normally done. I kind of do the same look, so as always, you know, most people do whatever's comfortable, but I want to try to go out of my comfort zone. Now I really want to play with this blue here, but I'm trying not to look like I have a black eye, which may happen anyway. So I really want to emphasize that color. So I'm going to go in with the NYX, and this is the Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk, which really helps any pigment just come out. So when you blend it, it doesn't like lose its color or anything like that. And that blue does have a little bit of glitter in it, so I want it to really stick. And this is going to help make that happen. So I'm going to try going in with one of my favorite lid eyeshadow brushes. This is Makeup Forever Straight 226. Expensive, but man, is this like unlike no other. And it's very good for packing on eyeshadow. So let's try this out, but I'm not sure. This may end up being a finger color. Huh? It's not too bad. Now in the second chapter, this is the Blush and Define. There are also 3 shadows here, so I want to go in with a dark brown here, and I just want to do a little bit meh. I'm going to take the Delium Tool 781, which is also out of that summer box. It's a really nice blending brush, and go into that dark brown very lightly. Kevyn Aucoin eyeshadows, they don't mess around. And I'm just going to deepen up the outer V here a little bit. Do you see that? It's like I'm using a black when this is the brown. You don't even want to know. I swatched the black on Snapchat. Talk about being scared of an eyeshadow. Holy pigmentation. I'm just going to go back in with that Real Techniques brush and blend this out. This Real Techniques brush makes everything blend, man. Whew. It sounds like someone was cutting down their damn trees. Why do people do this to me? I really do like how this is turning out. I'm just afraid that it will look really, really muddy. That's my only worry going on here. So now I'm going to go in with the color Cream, which I thought was a matte, but it's really kind of like a satiny shimmer, and I'm just going to put that up on the brow bone as a highlight. I'm sorry if you guys can hear that chainsaw. I'm probably going to have to stop here for a second and come back whenever they decide to be done for the day. Ooh, I love this as a brow bone highlight though. That looks good. Alright, well I think we might have a couple of seconds between chainsaws. I'm going to go in with my liquid eyeliner, but I think that I'm just going to keep this right on the lash line, and I'm not going to do a wing because this is kind of dramatic. I think it'll just look even more muddy if I put too much black wing on it. So I'm just going to line the lash line with it. Alright, and that is just more so I can hide the band to the lashes I want to wear. I'm going to go in with the Kiss lashes. I love these. They're just number 11. I believe they're called Ritzy. And I also use the Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive. I love this so much. So I'm just going to go in and put these on, and I'll be right back. Alright, now that the lashes are on, I'm going to go in with my eyeliner. I'm going to go in with the gel. This is Essence Gel Eye Waterproof Pencil. Totally messed that up, but I don't know if they sell this anymore. I couldn't find it at Ulta. That's where it used to be sold, so I'm going to look at the Essence site, and if I can find it, I will link it. I'm going to go back in with taupe and put this underneath the waterline just to blow it out a little bit, because it's pretty dramatic for me of a look, so I'm a little scared. Then I'm going to go back into that dark brown in the second booklet with an e.l.f. smudge brush and just lightly smudge that dark brown under there. That'll really bring this together. Now what I am seeing is that this blue does have a lot of fallout because of the glitter. So it might be easier to do a look with that color doing your eyes first. But I find that impossible. It messes me all up. Now I'm going to do my mascara. The top lashes I'm going to go in with the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise, and the bottom is the L'Oreal Telescopic. I have to have different ones for my top and bottoms because my bottom ones are like non-existent, so I need a very special brush. Now this eye look was actually inspired by Pretty Little Liars because I'm rewatching everything. I think I'm on season 3 or 4, and Hannah Marin was wearing an eye look just like this, and she looked so beautiful, and I was like, hey, I just got those colors in the Kevyn Aucoin book, I'm going to try that. Don't know if I can pull it off, but it was so pretty on her. And I'm going to go back in with cream and just put that on the inner corner. Oh, it's such a pretty, pretty shade. And now I'm going to go into the contour section here. I'm not really going to contour just because I'm not really into that too much these days. Too much, not too much. I like to just kind of go in with a bronzer and just do what I can. So I'm going to try this bronzer out, Desert Nights. I don't know if it'll be too warm or if it's going to go crazy, but we're going to try it out. So let's see. I'm going to use a Morphe M528, which is good for contouring, but I just like to lightly kind of just make it look warmer than it is. I didn't know if I was going to like this, but I am. I am liking this a lot. The Kevyn Aucoin actual like sculpt is a little bit more gray. And to be honest, it scares me a little bit. It scares me. I'm going to use it on my nose, I think. Alright, now it's time to do blush. And I'm actually going to go in, and I got this brush from Upstate. It's another powder blue Real Techniques brush. This is the B03. Now, I bought this one myself when the collection first launched on the Real Techniques site. And then I noticed like a week later on Upstate, they had the whole collection there. So I grabbed this one. This one's actually like a powdered foundation buffer, but you can also use it for blush. So we know that's what I'm going to do. But look at that. Real Techniques is stepping up their game. These brushes are so soft. Like, they outdo It Cosmetics by far. They're a little bit more expensive than what Real Techniques usually does, but you would think, yeah. So I'm just going to go in lightly with this shade here, which is Shador. I believe that's what it's called. I might even just kind of dip into both of them a little bit here. And I'm just going to lightly start applying this. Oh, it is so soft. This is something that I could just be here all day. Just rubbing this on my face. Oh, this applies blush so beautifully. Yes, Real Techniques. I've never tried a Kevyn Aucoin blush either, and these are gorgeous. Kevyn Aucoin is just like, their quality is insane. I mean, so isn't their prices, but I mean, come on. Haven't quite used quality like theirs. I love blush so much. This is, now I need more. Real Techniques, now I need more. And I dropped it, but I need more. Oh, this collection is sexy. Alright, now it's highlight time. So I'm going to go in with Sleek Makeup, and this is in Solstice. Ooh. Ooh. This is their highlighting palette in Solstice, which I believe you can get at Ulta now, online only. Ooh, so pretty. And I'm going to go in with the yellow, a little bit of the champagne. Pretty. Give it to me. Oh, this palette is gorgeous. Alright, now for lips, I think I'm going to go in with another Belfier liquid lipstick. I think I'm going to go in with this one. This is in Peony. Oh. Ooh. Look at that. And I'm in love. I love it. I don't normally do looks like this. I don't use blue like this. I wasn't sure how I was going to like it. It's a shimmery, chunky, glitter blue. I was terrified. But to be honest, you guys, I really like it. Of course, there is fallout with it. You have to be prepared for that. I'm finding glitter underneath my eyes here, but it kind of just goes with the look. This is just a very sultry, beautiful look. And I love the lip with it. Belfier, once again, they're on top of it. Their liquid lipsticks are so good. $12 a piece. The book that we used today, $75. I like this, okay? I know that it's super expensive. It's only going to be for certain people. But this, I love it. I'm going to be using this a ton. The eyeshadows are so good. So good. And this blue is actually called Blue Steel. So I think that's what I'm going to call the Get Ready With Me, is Blue Steel, which reminds me of something that Ben Stiller is in. If you guys can remember, leave me a comment down below and let me know. But I actually was very insecure going into this, but I actually think this did not come out too bad. You guys will have to let me know down below in the comments what you guys think of this look. I will leave everything that I used down below in the description box if you want to check out any of it. I hope you do, because this is some really good stuff, especially the concealer. It's the love of my life lately. So if you guys like this, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.